Hey, how we doing, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day and a great week going. This episode, oh man. This episode, I got myself in a little bit of trouble at customs at the Canadian border. Stick around, don't want to miss it.
Right across these plains and prairies, Rocky Mountain highs, fade off into the distance like ghost riders in the sky. Black smoke and white line, steel horses side.
All right, so right here in the beginning of this video, you're going to see me rolling up to the customs. They're basically toll booths that you pull into when you're going into Canada, when you're coming back into the States as well. Couple things you got to have. I had that paperwork, or I thought I had that. I had the paperwork. Didn't realize what was going to happen, but there are some signs. Little explanation here. There are some signs. As I was sitting behind the tanker truck, you're going to see in front of me. I'm reading the signs there, and it says things like "shut truck off" when you get to the booth. Refrain from using air brakes. Have PARS manifest ready. Passport ready, that kind of thing. Some information about what not to bring into the country, weapons, cannabis, stuff like that. So, and I'm reading this sign, and I'm kind of looking at that refrain from using air brakes portion, and I'm like, man, I don't really know what that means. Like, I don't, if I'm going to shut my truck off. So, anyways, I pull up to the window, and force of habit, nothing other than that, force of habit, I shut the truck off, I set my brakes, and that's when you need to play. Right when I do that, you need to really maybe turn your volume up a little bit and pay attention to what that customs officer was saying to me. Man, it was, listen, it was everything I had to stay composed. This is, thank God for the training of the Marine Corps. It was everything I had to stay composed and not just light into this woman. She treated me like I was 6 years old, and it was just kind of uncalled for. I don't think what happened was that big of a deal, but she apparently did. So pay attention when I pull up to the booth there. I set my brakes and then start listening to what she's saying to me. And this is this is a good example for all of the new drivers or even veterans that get into these situations. This is a good example of how to stay calm and how to handle a situation, because really the power in this situation was in her hands. I was coming into the country, and she very easily could have made it very difficult for me, which it turned out to be difficult anyways, but she could have made it so much worse. So unfortunately, the power was in her hands, and I have no choice but to just take it and be nice and smile and apologetic, and that's what I was. So this is a good example for all of you guys on how to handle a situation appropriately without exploding and like I really wanted to do. So that being said, here's the video. Hope you guys enjoy. As always, if you're brand new to the channel, please think about subscribing. If you're a veteran coming back to the channel, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming back. That's great to see everybody's. If you have a comment or something you'd like to see, please comment below. I like to see them. I like I try to answer them as quick as possible. I'm not always the fastest, but I try to get to them as quick as possible. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoy this video. Have a great day. Good morning, how are you?
Alright, better before you hit those air brakes on me.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know if you missed all the signs coming up, do not hit your air brakes.
Oh, I didn't understand that's what that meant.
What do you think it meant?
Well, I didn't know exactly what it meant. I didn't realize it meant not to set your brakes.
Okay, you may be used to this. When I have my window open, I am not. That's a correct hit. Okay?
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Where are you going?
Mississauga,
What are you hauling?
a truck chassis.
When's the last time you were in Canada?
2 weeks ago.
What personal goods are you bringing?
Nothing that needs declared.
Any form of weapon, firearm, handgun in here?
No, ma'am.
Cannabis products?
No, ma'am.
Who's your broker?
That is a good question. Customs clearance by W2C. Does that make sense to you?
No.
Importer. W2C Customs Trade Management. Camions International Elite.
You're taking this to Camions International?
Yes, ma'am.
So in plain English language, what would be a good way for me to tell my Health and Safety Committee to put up more signs saying what specifically?
I don't know. That's probably just me not. I think it.
But what would be something that you'd understand?
Do not set brakes, I think. Because then I wouldn't have said it. I apologize for that. I wasn't thinking this morning, I don't think.
So none of your paperwork's on file. You don't travel with any firearms when you go?
No, ma'am.
So you're gonna zip around, you're gonna park on your left.
Okay.
You're going to go into our main offices straight ahead.
Okay.
You need to figure this out, okay?
Okay.
So perhaps call your broker, but the PERS at all is not on file, so.
Of course it's not. Fantastic. Thank you. That's that glass building right there, the glass windows? Okay. Thank you. Okay, well, she was fun. We're gonna go in here and PARS number's not set up, paperwork's not in, surprise, surprise, surprise. So, I'm gonna go deal with this. Alright, so here's what's going on. After visiting that super pleasant lady at the gate, we found out that the PARS number that we gave them when you're a contractor in the United States, you put a PARS number. You give the customer, the customs broker, a PARS number, and it comes with like a barcode. And the customs broker's job is to take all the paperwork that goes with that load and put it in a computer and attach it to the PARS number. And from what I'm understanding here, what didn't happen is all of this never got attached to this. So this is here. They see the PARS number, but there's nothing, it's like blank. So if I'm understanding it correctly, that's what's happening here. So there's a bunch of phone calls being made right now. We're trying to get the customs broker to do their job, basically, is what is going on here. So we'll see how long this takes. Here I sit at the Canadian border, hoping this gets fixed quick. Truck's definitely not making it there by 8 o'clock like they wanted. Well, so it's now, I don't even know what time it is. Noon. What you saw earlier was about 6:30 in the morning. It's now noon, and they finally got me all fixed up, and I am cleared the border to go deliver this thing. So here we go. I'm gonna get out of here. Go get this thing delivered. I don't know what this is gonna do to the week, but we're gonna find out. Alright, finally made it. We are at the International something or the other center. Told me to go to entrance 5, door 80. So, looking like that right there is entrance 5 and that right there is door 80. So, found a good spot here. I'm going to get detached and take this thing in, I think. I don't know if I'm supposed to drive it in or they're going to, but I guess we'll find out in a minute. Well, there we go. Simple as that. We are empty. Those guys are pretty excited. They decided to take it for a ride before they take it in and get it detailed. This guy right there, that's a detail guy. He's gonna clean it up before it goes inside and goes to the show. So they got a streamlined system here. So hopefully these guys don't have any trouble. Looks like they're stopped back there. Uh-oh. Let's hope they don't have trouble. Get hooked to my trailer and get out of here before that electric truck causes me any more trouble. Oh, the Canadian saga continues. So I got up, got delivered, you saw that. Those guys were pretty excited about that truck. Took it for a ride. They ended up not having any trouble. They were just checking it out. They ended up driving right back, no big deal. Got it to the dealer, or the detailer, and he was washing it when I left there. So met a real nice guy that was from one of the manufacturers that manufactures the fenders that are on my truck. He saw them, walked over and asked how I liked them, and a little customer review, I guess, and didn't tell me who he was before I gave him the review. I was pretty happy I gave him a good one. So that was cool meeting him. It was pretty, like, the guys that were there from the show, it was good meeting them too. They were pretty good guys. Like, all in all, it was good delivery. So I'm back at the border now, and they got us in this staging lot, and there's so many trucks that they're not letting you cross the border right now. They got us in this staging lot. We are in this lot. We're 6 trucks deep in every row, and there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm in the 7th row right now, and there's a row beside me, and there's one building beside it. So who knows? Did get the old empty truck manifest, so and verified that it was good. So I shouldn't have any trouble when I get up there. I should just hand them that manifest. They'll scan it and off I go. Shouldn't be any big deal since I'm empty. But we're gonna get back in the States, and oh man, I love my life. Sometimes I wonder. Drive a truck, they said. It'll be fun, they said.